Coast Guard Ensign Angelo Teves, the Station Commander, Coast Guard Station Zamboanga, Sibugay, as well as First Lieutenant Hiner M. Rizal, Philippine Army. Welcome po and thank you for your time, gentlemen. So, yung sinabi ni Ma'am Jean kanina, talagang masarap sa tenga. Today is August pala, no? Buwan ng wika. Parang kailangan natin talagang magsalita ng Pilipino. Diba? Talaga namang masarap sa tenga at puso na marinig na ang lahat ng nandito ay taos-pusong pinasisiyahan. Sana ako ay tama, Ma'am Inday. Maraming salamat sa aming Superintendent, Ma'am Jean Alimam. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on this part, the DepEd Region 9 family, for the Region 9 DepEd Region 9 family, we all know that every time our regional director opens her mouth, it is always about something significant and crucial to our work as educator. Yun ang dapat natin talagang maliban sa maganda ang ating regional director, talagang may punto ang bawat kataga na namumutawi sa kanyang bibig. So at this point, let us welcome our regional director in her message. Palakpakan po natin.
Okay, maayong buntag. Truly this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. After 2 years and 7 months, finally, we have the Brigada Eskwela. And this is a strong force and a strong sense of support coming from our local government executives headed by no other than our governor, one of the nicest governor, ulitin ko ulit, which I acknowledge, Governor Ann, our mayor of Diplahan, Mayor Palma, nasan si Mayor, and of course, another nice lady in the person of our board member, Madam, Ma'am Palma. Yung mga taga-DepEd, nandyan si ARD and all the SDS, nakita ko nag-video greeting sila. Sabi ko, this is the perks of being an RD. Hindi ako video recorded. In person. Okay. Sa mga kaguruan natin, and of course, Sir Buddy, nasan si Sir Buddy? Congratulations for being elected as the President of the Principals Association in the whole of Zamboanga, Sibugay. Our teachers, nandito ba yung mga kaguruan natin? Nakabakasyon yata yung iba. Our PTA presidents who came all the way from Zamboanga del Sur, we have in our midst also support coming from the PNP, private sector, nakita ko may City Savings, ano ba yung mga nandito, mga external partners dito. I'm not individually, Sir Buddy already acknowledged everyone present. May naiwanan ba ako, Ma'am Dals? Is there anyone I forgot to acknowledge na hindi pa na-acknowledge? And of course, we have learners, we have students, schools, district supervisors, we have school heads. May mga school heads ba dito? Mga principal po? Ayun, ang dami nila. Okay. We also have regional office personnel, the chiefs and some heads of the units are with us. Short na lang, because it's getting hot, I know we will do some photo ops here and there. I just want to remind everyone that the sense of Brigada Eskwela, this is actually a bayanihan, which is a traditional concept among us Filipinos. Hindi natin to ginagawa not only during opening of classes, but this, for me, is a year-long. For as long as there are learners in and off school, we do Brigada Eskwela because DepEd cannot do it alone. Siguro itong adage na to, this is commonly heard. It takes a village to educate a child. Hindi po kaya ng mga guro at kami na nasa DepEd lang to actually deliver the instruction, maturuan yung mga bata. That's why Brigada Eskwela, it's not just cleaning the classroom, it's not just painting the walls, it's not just sweeping the floors, but for me, it also involves how do we get partner, or how do we be partners of DepEd in providing quality education. So alam natin yung pandemya na to, this pandemic has robbed us on a lot of opportunities. We have what we call learning loss. Marami po tayong mga learning loss na dapat i-recover. At isa na dyan, hindi lang yung basic skills of reading, even skills in numeracy or in mathematics. So hindi po kaya ng mga guro ng paaralan ng DepEd para ma-recover yan. That's why we have partners. And this kick-off is just a ceremony, but for me, what is important is what comes after this ceremony. Hanggang kailan, how far can you stretch your support to DepEd? That's my question. Kanina binulong ko kay Mayor tsaka kay Gob. Gob, sabi ko, yung floor nung sinasayawan ng mga bata, kailangan ma-improve natin kasi pwedeng binabaha ito, pwede ding maging, well, this is prone to accident. Baka naman pwede, sabi ni Mayor, ira-rubberize, I don't know, something to improve the floor. So, palakpakan na natin si Mayor. Mayor, in-announce ko na. Tsaka si Gob. Hindi po yan pang-hold up. Hindi po pang-hold up yun. Kami naman willing maghintay. Ang pine-prevent lang namin yung accident that face is now we face as August 22 comes, lahat po ng mga bata papasok na. And if we have all children training here, it's raining, nakita nyo there are traces of water, so ibig sabihin madulas talaga siya. So we want to prevent it. So as I have stated, kailangan namin yung tulong nyo para ma-prevent yung mga ganong pangyayari. Okay? So sa mga school heads, very important how we partner with our stakeholders. Yung presence ng lahat dito is an indication of strong support. And as I would like to end with a challenge sa mga partners natin. I said and I stated, how far can we stretch out? I know even the business sectors experience a lot of loss during pandemic. Nagre-recover din kayo. But along with that recovery phase is also the responsibility you have, your social responsibility and obligation to our children, to our Filipino teachers. So sana po yung mga magulang, I know it's a lot of relief on your part that your children are now slowly coming back to school. Help us in advocating another factor po pala yung ating vaccination drive. Let's try to intensify it because that's the only protection we can speak of in terms of avoiding the virus. I know 5 to 11, hindi pa po natin yan. We have small percentage in terms of data. Wala pa pong 50% of the total population. We have more than 1 million learners in the whole of Zamboanga Peninsula. And not even 50% aging 5 to 11 are vaccinated. So that's why the support of the parents, the support of the teachers, and everyone in the community, even religious sector. May mga religious sector representative po bang nandito? Okay, kanina kasi minention ni Sir Buddy, kala ko may mga father dito, kala ko may mga religious sector na representative. So baka nahihiya lang sila. Anyway, help us advocate vaccination. And let me end with this quote again, and a challenge. Never get weary or never get tired of helping or doing great works. Kasi kahit po maliit lang yung ginagawa nyo, Pag magandang bagay yan, nagiging marami yan. Okay, so maraming salamat. And I hope you can stretch your support the farthest you can give for as long as you don't get tired of helping DepEd. God bless everyone and mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you, RD Ruth. So yun po, ang Brigada Eskwela is more than cleaning the classroom and painting the walls. It is beyond that, and it is a whole year-round activity. So meron nga tayong Brigada Pagbasa. So ang Brigada ay na-extend doon sa pagbasa. Baka meron pa tayong Brigada Kwenta para naman ang mathematics naman natin ay mabigyan natin ng tuon. So at this point, let me acknowledge our partners who are here with us. Jethro Dale P. Abria, the LDRIM officer of Diplahan, Municipality of Diplahan. Cyrus John Asuncion, the Menro of Diplahan. So what I would like to request the presence of Reverend Roy B. Damaso, the representative of our Congresswoman Udela, to please be here on stage, the Religious Affairs Focal, the 2nd District of Zamboanga, Sibugay. Okay, so yun. Kung tayo ay ano yung ating pakiramdam dun sa sayaw kanina, I think this is another chance for us to watch again the students of Diplahan National High School in their intermission number. A hand please. We also would like to acknowledge the presence of 903rd MC Malangas, PSSG Michael Morales, as well as Honorable Melamar B. Yakla, Captain, Barangay Local Government Unit. So habang nagpe-prepare yung ating mga dancers, I would like to announce that for Zamboanga Sibugay, we also have a kick-off and Brigada Pagbasa, and it starts from August 8 to 12. Brigada Pagbasa ay nasa paaralan ng isang linggo bago tayo mag-after class Brigada Pagbasa. Yun po ang ating information para sa mga school heads ng Zamboanga Sibugay who are around.
Hindi ka ba napapansin? Umarap ba ay napipitin? Tala'y gustong sungkitin, pero ang layo ng dapat hahain. Di ka sabay-sabay ay ano sa pisa. Pahigalig na isa, kabisa.
Wow, congratulations, Diplahan National High School dancers. You know, kung talagang tinitingnan nyo yung kanilang sayaw, it tells a story. It's a story in the making about the opening of classes, no? That safe entry of students ay dapat hindi mabaliwala, di ba? Meron tayong talagang temperature check and including yung kanilang mga ginagawa sa klase, siguro mga social distancing. With the different type of learners that we have in our classroom. Okay, so at this point, siguro alam nating lahat ng taga-DepEd o kahit ng hindi taga-DepEd ng ating mga partners na Brigada Eskwela is one of the best practices of DepEd. Diba? Kasi noon, pag may klase, isang linggo kaming manglampas pa before the actual class. And it's the students. But today, we really observe that education is a concern of everyone, that we have to prepare all the classrooms and the school for the opening of classes. So here we acknowledge the multiplication of force of stakeholders in building an education enterprise. So ang edukasyon natin ay isang enterprise, isang negosyo ito. Yung ating delivery, yung ating produkto ay mga bata at yung kanilang mga alam. Acknowledging the contribution of external and internal stakeholders in the progress of schools. Friends, please help me welcome the Chief of the ESSD, Dr. Sheila Rose B. Apiag for the 2021 Brigada Eskwela Partnership Accomplishment Report.
Thank you, Ma'am Inday. Our dignitaries at the presidential table and on the stage, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'd like to present to you the 2021-2022 Brigada Eskwela Accomplishment Report covering the period of January 2022 to present. Brigada Eskwela was institutionalized through the issuance of DepEd Order Number 24, Series of 2008. The program became a regular yearly undertaking and a permanent part of the school calendar. Schedule of activities: National Brigada Eskwela Hybrid Kick-Off Program, August 1, 2022. Regional Brigada Eskwela Kick-Off, August 8, 2022. Brigada Eskwela Division Kick-Off. Brigada Eskwela Implementation and Monitoring of Schools, August 1 to 26, 2022. Brigada Eskwela Plus Brigada Pagbasa Implementation, August 29, 2022 to July 7, 2023. Submission of Brigada Eskwela Accomplishment Reports by SDOs, November 30, 2022. By ROs, December 31, 2022. Brigada Eskwela Awards period, February to March 2023. Division summary. Number of partners, 18,226. Total amount generated, 1,002,038 and 271,000 pesos and 11 centavos. Number of schools with submission, 1,863. MOAs or MOUs, 1,103. Number of division with submission, 8. The data were generated from the DepEd partnerships data system. We will be distributing books, My Bayani story books, to the 8 schools division offices as well as the host school, Diplahan National High School. Partnerships engagements, City Savings Bank, East West Bank, Lion Quest Lions Club International Foundation, Nestle Philippines Incorporated Milo, Philippine Coast Guard, Ipil Zamboanga Sibugay, PTA officials, LGUs, Rex Bookstore, Rex Edocampion, UNICEF Antigen Kits, World Vision, Brigada Pagbasa. Thank you very much and God bless us all.
Thank you, Ma'am Sheila, for that information. How far our Brigada Eskwela this year have reached. No, and that there are still other expectations that we have and that we start it now. So at this point, sabi nga nila, nandito na tayo sa exciting part. Nandito na tayo sa exciting part natin. But before that, let us welcome our Education Program Supervisor to introduce our keynote speaker. Mga kaibigan, sabayan niyo po akong palakpakan si Binibining Beta Grace D. Leda.
Good morning, everyone. To introduce a person of high stature and of exemplary performance, as evidenced by her kilometer-long resume, is a difficult task. But I take confidence in the fact that she is my townmate in the great town of Titay, and in the fact that my first teaching assignment was in her home barangay of Kitabo. I have not known of anyone in the province who has the credentials of our keynote speaker, and that is the reason that it is just right that she is our governor. She is a public servant of nearly unparalleled educational foundation. In 2005, she obtained her Doctor of Public Administration at National College of Public Administration and Governance at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Quezon City. In 2021, she completed 12 units of doctoral subjects in Business Administration, College of Business Administration at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, Quezon City. In 1996, she finished her master's in business management at the University of the Philippines, Cebu City. She finished her Bachelor of Science in Business Management at Ateneo de Manila University, Quezon City in 1987. In 2004, she attended educational training in public financial management at John F. Kennedy School of Government, Harvard University, Cambridge, Massachusetts, USA. She also underwent educational training in negotiations and decision-making strategies at the University of Chicago Business School, United States of America in February of 1999. She had educational training on trainers training program at Junior Chamber International Training Institute in Japan on May of 1996. As a legislator representing the 2nd District of Zamboanga, Sibugay from 2007 to 2022, she has authored and co-authored vital pieces of legislation. Among these, Republic Act number 10931, the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act, Republic Act number 10968, Philippine Qualifications Framework Act, Republic Act number 10867, an act reorganizing and modernizing the National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, and providing funds therefor. Republic Act number 10686, an act creating the Registry of Deeds of the province of Zamboanga, Sibugay, and appropriating funds therefore. Republic Act number 10089, the Philippine Rubber Research Institute Act of 2010. For her outstanding performance and contributions as a legislator, she was recognized as the most outstanding congressperson of 27 and 2015. She was an awardee of the Golden Hearts Award by the Department of Health in 2008. She is the epitome of transformative public servant, a brilliant legislator, an acclaimed political figure, a woman of character, and a remarkably successful person. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the Honorable Governor of Zamboanga, Sibugay, Dr. Elsie Ann Quintanar Hooper.
Para makita, gamay ka, layo, kaayo ta. Maing buntag, thank you please. Ako lang gipairog, kay murag, kung mag-speech ra ba ko, gusto gyud ko na makita na ako mga mata sa akong kastorya, kay basig dili mo makasabot. Kung unsay akong giyaw-yaw diri, kay kanira ba yung taong atong guest nga si Regional Director, alas 3 pas buntag nagmata. Luoy kaayo ang mga VIPs nato, kay nang larga gikan sa lain-laing lugar sa atong rehiyon para makaabot dirig alas 8 kay basta teacher dili gyud ta gustong malit. Pasalamat ta sa mga teacher nga sayo kaayo. Alas 3 paintaw ni kadlaw ng mata. Malipayong adlaw kanatong tanan. Magnificent morning to you all. Department of Educational Regional Director, I'm very impressed by her when she visited the capital last week. That's why wajud kuning balibad nga muanhi. Sister-in-law pod sa akong colleague na gobernador, Waminal, Dr. Ruth D. Fuentes, welcome to Zamboanga, Sibugay. Your assistant, Dr. Melchor A. Natividad, thank you for being here with us. Our Schools Division Superintendent of Zamboanga, Sibugay, Dr. Jeneline Aleman, taganaga ni siya. Munang kibaw kong amiga gyud mi kay ako man taga-distrito na ako ang naga. Naatay, allow me to mention all the SDS who are here kay ning biyahe gyud sila pirting layua para muduyog nato rong buntaga. Schools Division Superintendent Zamboanga del Sur, Dr. Mojerani Jacinto. Ato ni siyang SDS diri sa una sa Sibugay, mo na nakailakuan niya. SDS Zamboanga del Norte, Dr. Virgilio Batan Jr. Also from Sibugay, bongga man yung mga Sibugay nun, oy. SDS Zamboanga City, Dr. Roy Tubalia. SDS Basilan, Dr. Julieto Fernandez. Welcome. SDS Dapitan, ato pong SDS diri sa una nga amigo kay nako, Dr. Felix Romy Triambolo. SDS Pagadian City, Dr. Maria Lisa Tabilon. Thank you for joining us. And SDS Dipolog City, Dr. Danny Cordova. Naaba ko'y na-mention nga SDS, wala na-mention. Pasaylo ako, but welcome. Kay Muray Gabutang sa lista. The Mayor
of our host municipality na tingala-tingali mo nga ang Palma ug Hofer ganina pang gachismis. Ingnon tamos tinuod kaning inyong mayor roommate ni sa akong magulang. Isa ra man akong isuon nga lalaki si Jeff Hofer, roommates ni sila dito sa Ateneo de Manila. So nakaadto ni siya sa among balay sa Cebu, diri sa Sibugay. Amigo mi. Kibalo mo kinsay di na ako amigo, pero amigo na ako ni inyong buotan nga mayor. Honorable Eric Palma, thank you for welcoming me to your town. Na anak ko'y buhaton para sa inyong gym diris Diplahan. Amo na ning promise ko ni Eric na i-rubberized na nato ni. Ingon siya barato raman kuno. So inko sige magsabot lang taon niya. So our first district board member and chairperson of the Committee on Education of the Sanggunian Panlalawigan, Yvonne Palma, nagsabot mi ni Mayor Eric nga among himuon og balaod siya nga ang plastics atong iban sa Sibugay bisag one day lang. Bisag Friday lang or one day lang para ma-revolutionary ta diri sa Zamboanga, Sibugay. Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll ask her to maybe we a representative in the second district because they're already practicing that in CI, but lisod gyud kay daghan mo reklamo, no? And thank you for being here with us also. Regional Federated PTA President and Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur Vice Mayor Edgardo Hamero, nga amigo sa akong ginikanan. Our host, Diplahan National High School Principal, Dr. Salvador Arquilita. Thank you for welcoming us. With me also is with me as my longtime friend and consultant is the former Dean of UP Baguio and now Vice Chancellor of UP Baguio, Dr. Dakanay. Third Dakanay, a full professor from UP. You have to be here with the educators. DepEd officials, who I did not mention, teachers, parents, fellow government officials, visitors from partner line agencies, NGOs, and stakeholders who are here to manifest their support to this kick-off ceremony. Thank you for the privilege of having me to speak to all of you today. Before I start, sa tanang mga pinangga nakong Sibugay nun, especially to the 168,373 who voted for me last elections, of which Mayor 6,752 of them are from here in Diplahan. Thank you very much for your faith and confidence in me. Makalaon mo nga dili mo nako pakyason. Ug kaninyo nga wala ning butar kanako. You will always keep me on my toes and I intend to prove that you made a mistake. I will work as I always do, gain your trust, and earn your vote in 2025. Let me continue by extending, Let me outline by extending my warm congratulations to the SDS Division of Zamboanga Sibugay for hosting this year's Brigada Eskwela Kick-Off Program. Ang kick-off program gihimo sa Diplahan, sa tibuok rehiyon. Palakpakan nato ang Diplahan. Kay daghan kuno kay mog awards. Congratulations. In line with the national leadership, we support Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Z. Duterte's Brigada Eskwela's rousing call to action for parents, teachers, the LGUs, and the entire community to open a deeper and meaningful collaboration even until after the school year closes. With strong partnership and collaboration, we can strengthen education and assure a brighter future for the next generation. That is why I wanted very much to be here today. Woke up very early, just like our regional director, and came to Diplahan and was here 5 minutes before 8 kay di gyud ko ganahan malate. Kaning mga teacher di gyud ganahan malate. So I also want to give you my all-out support and cooperation because education is close to my heart. During my 4 terms as Congresswoman, I was able to pass 7 bills in law, namely Republic Act numbers 9982, 9959, 9530, 9940, 9948, and 9931, converting and creating national high schools in San Isidro and Sisay in Tungawan, Timalang and Magdaop in Ipil, Malagandis in Titay, Gintulan in Naga, and Kamanga in CI. In 2010, we worked for the administrative conversions of 3 national high schools in my district, the 2nd District, Santa Fe National High School and Kitabog National High School in Titay, and Taway National High School in Ipil. We lobbied and worked for the construction of numerous school buildings and classrooms for 12 years. I also authored principally the landmark legislation which Ma'am Leda mentioned, the universal access to tertiary quality education, which now has made it possible for our students to have free tuition at the state universities and colleges, including the schools, thus enabling our youth to have their dream come true of having a college degree and the dream of their parents too. I likewise authored Republic Act 1197, transforming the Kabasalan Institute of Technology into Zamboanga Sibugay Polytechnic Institute, where technical vocational courses are offered for free. So all TESDA schools should be free because it is mentioned, specifically mentioned in the Republic Act that TESDA should also be free. These are gratifying evidences of how I care about learners' education and their direction. At every opportunity, I tell everyone eagerly about my fulfilling days as a teacher. Miduyog ko ninyo kay niadto magtutudlo pud ko. Nahimo kong profesora sa De La Salle University ug UP Diliman, duha ka bantugang universidad sa tibuok Pilipinas katong wala pa ko nahimong congresswoman. And I surmise that to this day, I probably would still be teaching if Sibugay hadn't come calling, beckoning to me that I should be in the place where great things happen, as promised and made true by Sibugay's founding father, my beloved father, Zamboanga's first governor, Dr. George T. Hofer. Today, I carry on and continue his work as a public servant, as your First Lady Governor, but always in my heart, the teacher prevails. Always there is this driving need to make this world better. Always there is this urge and compulsion to impart a lesson. And the theme of this year's Brigada, Eskwela, Tugon ba ni sa Tinagalog? Tugon sa hamon ng ligtas na balik-aral is a testament that we lived through a generation-defining and lesson-filled pandemic. We never imagined that in our lifetime, we would experience one of the greatest tragedies of the world. We only read in history books how our forebears survived war, pestilence, and pandemics. But we never thought that our generation would suffer the same fate. Our school children were kept out of classrooms, locked down in their homes, forced to take online classes or learn through modules, and lived with a daily fear of the virus. Our teachers similarly struggled with the distance teaching, while our parents had to navigate between their work, tasks at home, assisting their children with their modules. The pandemic slowed us down, but it shouldn't forever keep us down. Let's get on top of the situation. Let's reclaim the schedule and structure of education, and let us vigorously support the implementation of the DepEd Division's Learning, Continuity, and Recovery Plan, which aims to assure the continuous delivery of education services to our students. And we can do so through the tried and tested Bayanihan way, the Brigada, a brigade, an army of volunteers, all of us here, I trust, who will converge to lift and move our schools and our educational systems the way the Bayanihan tradition has the whole community lift up the house to bring it to a better, more stable place, and then restores the house to make it good as new. As good as new is what we need to make of our schools after being neglected for more than 2 years because of the pandemic. However, the repair and restoration that is most significant has to do with our learners who have been kept out of school for more than 2 years. We have to restore their minds and spirits. Minds that have been discouraged and spirits that have been crushed because of the pandemic's traumatic and fatal effect on their family and millions of others. What child would not feel the impact of the psychological earthquakes and the resulting turmoil in their young lives? Makabuang baya ni sa ubang bata, daghang nag-suicide. We need to assure and nurture them. We need to show them that a life disrupted can be revived, that a future momentarily disrupted by a health crisis can be restored to stability. We need to teach our youth the life-strengthening lesson that to every disaster, there is a way out, a maneuver that will enable us to recover. And the wonderful end result is that they will become resilient, alert in response and movement, agile and flexible, like an athlete heading to the finish line so as to finally win. And for us to win, basic education needs to step up to conform to the new normal, and returning to the classrooms with a combination of face-to-face and distance learning by August 22, and transitioning to full face-to-face classes, both private and public, by November 2 is imperative and inevitable, because the virus is here to stay. And we have to live with it. Thus, the goal is to ensure that our schools are safe and ready to receive our learners with health protocols in place. Basic education under the new normal is achievable. Hence, the Basic Education Development Plan of 2030, considered the first long-term plan of the DepEd, serves as our roadmap to address the immediate impacts of the pandemic on learning, participation, education delivery, and build resistance. Address the remaining gaps, improve education quality, and build resistance. Along this line, Brigada Eskwela 2022 is a full-blown program focusing to deliver access to education and quality of education. Comprising the physical aspect is Brigada Eskwela sa Paghahanda, which is a 2-week-long school maintenance and minor to medium repair for the reopening and resumption of in-person classes. For the quality aspect, it is completed through Brigada Eskwela Plus, which seeks to increase the learner participation and reduce dropouts and improve education quality in participating schools to improve student performance. Finally, Brigada Pagbasa is an after-school reading remediation program in response to Bawat Bata Bumabasa, otherwise known as the 3 Bs. So mura na inyong hinumduman ang importante nganong importante kay ding Brigada Eskwela. As your new local chief executive in the province, I declare my full support in ensuring the realization of the Basic Education Development Plan 2030 and Brigada Eskwela 2022. After all, education is one of my platforms of governance. We were already talking with SDS. We will reconstitute and revitalize the local school board whose main duty is to allocate the Special Education Fund or SEF to meet the supplementary needs of the local public school system. The provincial government, as of today, has 24 million SEF, half of which has already been appropriated. So we will ensure that the SEF will be utilized according to the guidelines in fair and equitable manner and will redound to the benefit of our learners and teachers. So we already talked with SDS that she already has some suggestions and she will make her resolutions so that the rest of the budget can be allocated to your needs until the rest of the year ends. So I call on everyone here, therefore, to bring in your strength and skill, whether it be in volunteer service or donation. Every bit contributes a lot. Perhaps you can donate rubbing alcohol, disinfectants, hand sanitizers, face masks, vitamins, hygiene kits, bond papers, inks, cleaning materials, mops, brooms, detergents, gardening tools, paints, nails, hammers, and other building materials. And I would like to acknowledge and thank City Savings Bank, Lions Quest, Lions Club International Foundation, through the Philippine Coast Guard, Milo, and Rex Educacion, and all of you here for volunteering your donations. Let's give him a round of applause. Thus, I urge all of us to work together as we emerge from this pandemic. Let's strengthen our partnership with the local government and national agencies, private sector, and other key stakeholders. So, I call on everyone, let's be part of this endeavor and take action. Tara na, makibrigada na. As I always say, ang kalambuan ragyot sa Zamboanga Sibugay, ang atong tumong ug damgo kanunay. Dinhing puntuha kitang tanan nagkahiusa. Lambo pa Sibugay, lambo pa Region 9. Dagag salamat.
Thank you very much, Gov. Ann. That was indeed a really call to action. Restore the classroom, restore the disrupted minds of our learners. Let's do our part. That's the challenge of our governor. So at this point, let us listen to the response to call to action. First, let's listen to our board member from the 1st District, the chairperson on the Committee on Education, the Honorable Yvonne V. Palma.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Ma'am S, for to our Lady Governor, Dr. Dulcie Ann Hofer, our DepEd Regional Director for Region 9, Dr. Ruth Tess Piag, Vice Mayor Edgardo Hamero of Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur, and my roommate, our very supportive Municipal Mayor, Attorney Eric Palma, our very own Diplahan National High School Principal, Dr. Salvador Arquilita, other school heads. No, pasensya na. I really cannot mention you all, but rest assured, you still get the same very sincere welcome from all of us here. To the dedicated teachers, parents, learners, other guests, ladies and gentlemen, after a very rainy night, no, salamat sa Ginoo. It's a very good morning for all of us. Welcome to Diplahan, Zamboanga, Sibugay. So we are now in this time of the year where DepEd officials, teachers, parents, learners, education stakeholders, the LGUs, and the community gather and join hands to prepare for the opening of classes. It's Brigada Eskwela. We all know that for the past more than 2 years, there was very limited on-site activities to implement this program. But today, we can see happy and smiling faces, eager to help and looking forward to extend a hand in whatever way we can. We want to ensure that our schools are safe and ready to welcome our learners for this school year. Excitement is double here in Diplahan as we implement our full face-to-face classes. Pandemic is not yet totally over, and some say there is no more going back to the old normal. We have to adapt the new normal. Let us all continue to be resilient and courageous as we trust in the department's trust to give basic education, quality education. Collaboration is really the key we need, especially with our LGUs. On our part, at the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, we are all very supportive of the programs of our Lady Governor. As the chairman of the Committee on Education, I will be your voice up there. So, Gov, expect nga mangulit ko sa imuha with also with our SDS for your support. In this juncture, I would like to insert, because our congressman of the 1st District, Attorney Wilter Yapalma, is not around. He's still in Manila. Before I left the house, I asked for his message for all of you. But just saying, he wants to inform everyone that the bill creating the first district division office of Zamboanga Sibugay is refiled. No, so that is one of his priorities, and there is also a bill filed by his colleagues reviewing the curriculum of the DepEd. He said he wants to also know your inputs. He wants to know your requests, inputs about school buildings, MOE, and other concerns. No. As I end, may I call upon the other LGUs to fully support DepEd. Swerte kayo ang Diplahan because they have a very supportive LGU. And I also wish that for all the other municipalities or cities in that aspect. After all, we need to support our learners. Kumbaga, sa kanila nakasalalay ang edukasyon ng ating kabataan. Remember, the old saying still stands. Ang kabataan ang kinabukasan ng ating bayan. Edukasyon ang sagot ng kahirapan. So thank you very much and God bless us all. Welcome again to Diplahan. Thank you.
Thank you, BM Yvonne, for that message of strong support to DepEd, resilience through the sponsorship of laws in the provincial government in respect to the progress of our learners in Zamboanga, Sibugay. That's wonderful. Now, next is the call to action response to be given to us by Honorable Edgardo G. Hamero, the Vice Mayor of Dumingag, Zamboanga del Sur, and at the same time, the Regional Federated PTA President. Let us meet him with a round of applause.
Maayong buntag Sibugay. My respect to our Regional Director, Dr. Ruth Fuentes, Assistant Regional Director, my good friend, Pete Natividad, the Lady Governor, tinuod gidayang ingon sa uban, pag maminaw ka mag-istorya si Governor Ann Hofer, ma-inlove ka niya. Gob, pag asa man si daddy nimo karon, he is very proud of you. Pinangga ako sa daddy ni Governor Ann. Mayor pa ko sa Dumingag, kauban pa ni Mayor Eric. Palangga ko niya. Pero dili kay kumuduol niya. Kay kusog man siya mo sigarilyo. Sa nagtawag niya nako, siya palungon sa nako ni Mayor. Palungon sa nako akong sigarilyo. Gob, kumusta kay mama nimo? Sa roommate ni Mayor Eric, board member, good morning. Sa tanang dignitaries, tanang school superintendents, Monday is our session day in Dumingag. Pero pagdawat nako sa imbitasyon ni Ma'am Rose, ako siyang kiingnan, mo-attend ko ani nga program. This is how important Brigada Eskwela. to the Department of Education. I am here today not as the Vice Mayor of Dumingag, but as the representative of the parents of Region 9, being your Regional Federated President. Ingon ni Ma'am Fuentes ganiha ang atong Director, without the parents, looy ang Department of Education, looy ang mga magtutudlo. And that is reality. Dili kaya na to na makita sa dakong syudad o sa mga lungsod, pero dito sa kabarangayan, labi na sa bukid, ang atong mga magtutudlo dito nanginahanglan gyud sa full support sa mga ginikanan. And the challenge of our director is not only limited to this program, ang opening, ang kick-off sa Brigada Eskwela, the culmination of the program. But she challenged us, parents. Unsaon na to pagtabang ang Department of Education to give our children quality education. Makakita tagbata, estudyante, a minor na nigrilyo. Nakita tagbata, daplin sa dalan, gainom kauban ng mga idaran. Pasag daila na, dili mo na nako anak, dili mo na nako pagumangkon. But to us parents, that is everyone's concern. Bisag wa tay labot anang batana, palihog, kung pwede, panguta na ngalan, unsa iyang grado, siya nag-eskwela, kinsa iyang advisor. Then find time, kung pwede, you talk to the advisor. Ihatag ang ngalan sa bata. Brigada Eskwela is not only limited in painting the walls, pagbutang og volcasil sa mga atop nga buslot, pag-repair sa mga lingkuranan. But what is most important is how we can help as parents takaugmaon sa itong mga anak. Ganiha, tinuod nung giingon ni Governor o ni Director, hingmata po kog alas 3, 4 o'clock, ako'y drive from Dumingag, doon ay usa ka buok, kauban ako. Igo-igo, pag-abot na ko diri 15 minutes before 8 o'clock. Hinahinay man among dagan. Gibiyaan ako among session, pero gipostpone na mo tomorrow. Kay Pizza G's, Dumingag will be hosting the kick-off of Brigada Eskwela sa Division of Zamboanga del Sur. Naadiri ang among pinakagwapa po nga Division Superintendent. Mo-attend po ta dito, ma'am. Ma-attend po ta dito being your Federated Provincial President. Paghibalo po nako nga Diplahan ang host karon, ang venue sa kick-off sa region. Ingon ko, moatog ko, kay dugay nako nakakita sa kong amigo. Nag-updanay kami sa una, nakita na kami subong. Mayor Eric Palma. Sa inyong tanan, daghang salamat sa higayon na nakita ta. Og unta dawaton na to ang hagit. Let us support DepEd. Let us support the youth of the Philippines. Daghang salamat, may buntag.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vice Mayor Edgar, for your message. Ang kang Sir Edgar is pagpakabana, no? The response to the call of our governor is to be part of the education process. Ang mga ginikanan, kinahanglan magpakabana, be aware and participate. Thank you very much, our Federated Regional President of the PTA. At this point, let us welcome our select Diplahan National High School dancers for their special number.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train, but it Only 1 minute.
Yes, we will not stop. Don't stop. This pandemic cannot let us stop. Kaya nga, education must continue. So sir, akala ko mga learners, mga young teachers of holding the SPA. Yung mga ano natin sa ating special program for the arts. Teachers of Diplahan National High School. So at this point, let us listen to the messages of support. First is the Honorable, our Congressman from the 1st District of Zamboanga, Sibugay, Honorable Wiltria Palma, but it's already delivered by Board Member Yvonne Palma. So yun ang ating support ng ating Congressman na yung reopening of discussion for the SDO2 of Zamboanga, Sibugay. So yun ang kanyang promise to us. Now let's listen to the representative of the Congresswoman of the 2nd District, Honorable Antonieta Udela. Let us have Reverend Roy B. Damaso, the Regional Affairs Focal, 2nd District of Zamboanga, Sibugay.
And good morning to all of us. Nagdala ko ani akong kopya kay di ko kami memorize tanan. To our regional director, Director El Fuentes, CISO 4, ma'am. Assistant Regional Director, Pedro M. Natividad, PhD, CC. Sir? Ay, sir, thank you. And the 8 schools division superintendents with their assistant schools division superintendents. Good morning, sir, to mga director. Our provincial director, Dr. Dolcian K. Hopper. Good morning. Sir Tata Oliver, Assistant Superintendent. Sir, good morning. Sir Jerry, Buking Kito. Nakinudong pa ko din hina pa si Sir ato ang Assistant Superintendent dito sa din sa 2nd District, sa ato sa Zamboanga, Sibugay. Sir ato ra si Sir Santisa, Sir. Si Sir Juan, Sir Jongjong Batan, Sir, ato Division Superintendent sa Zamboanga del Norte, Sir. Ato ang mga schools principals, Division Supervisors, si Ma'am Nining, importante, si Ma'am Nining. Division Supervisor, si Ma'am Lida. Good morning. And Division Supervisor, Ma'am Jeannie Dusil, ma'am. And my wife, Division Supervisor, Dr. Lilian Damas. Mga doktor naman ni sila karon. And good morning sa tanan nga mga taga Zamboanga, Sibugay. Ni ako dinhi as usapod dinhi this is my alma mater, no? Kani eskwelahan. Diri ko na-graduate sa high school. During the time, barangay high school pa siya. Our mayor, atong palangga nga mayor nali si Attorney Eric Palma. Mayor, Municipal Mayor of the host municipality and Honorable Attorney Eric Palma with his wife. Ma'am, good morning. Municipal mga nakainumdum ko na si Ma'am Rose Jucares, Division Supervisor sa Zamboanga, Sibugay, and together with Division Supervisor Ma'am Tagutelia. Ma'am, good morning. Naano mo diya dapit. This morning, usa sa mga gipadala sa ato ang congresswoman sa 1st District tungod kay ang atong congresswoman tuas Manila, going sa Manila sa ilahang doon na sila mga sesyon. Then sa amo po dito sa 1st District, daghan kayo nga mga giatiman gani karon na ulahi ra gyud kog abot kay napay giatiman, no? So salamat sa opportunity nga niya karon. So ang tahas nga gihatag sa atong Congresswoman Honorable Antonieta Atitata Yudela to prove her commitment to the Zamboanga Sibugay DepEd, Division of Zamboanga Sibugay. Ang iyang commitment, ako nagyunig binisayon, no, para sa ato ang tanan. Kinako din ako mag-English kay ingon pa nila kung daghan na kitag English ang panalangin sa Ginoo to aragyo daghan sa Amerika. Una nga i-practice na to, no, ang ato ang common dialect, no, dinis ato Now iyang commitment kinsa sir, ayon akong commitment sa DepEd nga kung unsa ang need sa DepEd Zamboanga Sibugay ipaabot kaniya. Iyang ihatag ang pinaka-the best nga iyang ihatag para sa Zamboanga Sibugay DepEd. So with Ma'am Superintendent, no, Ma'am Aliman, no, naistorya si Ma'am Aliman during the time ito sa itong mga adlaw, mausab iyang gipaabot karon nga kung unsa iyahang commitment sa kay Ma'am Aliman, iyang ihatag ang commitment sa tibuok Zamboanga Sibugay, labi na gyud sa DepEd. So naalay mga communication, no? Dunay mga communication nga iyang ipaabot, then ipaabot ra pod ang communication para niya, no? Sa need nato sa Zamboanga Sibugay sa ato ang DepEd, then we are all welcome sa ato ang asa iyang pagtabang sa matag usa, no, sa ato ang distrito. Salamat sa tanan nga niya karon. Ipakita ko nga naghiusa ang tibuok Zamboanga Sibugay uban sa pagpalambo sa atong Zamboanga Sibugay, magtimbayayong ang mga alagad sa atong gobyerno para sa hapsay o sa kalambuan kamong uswag ug mulambo bagyod ang atong distrito o atong probinsya sa Zamboanga Sibugay. Salamat sa tanan ug maingod to kanatong tanan.
Thank you, Pastor Roy, sa pagpaabot sa mensahe sa ato ang Congresswoman Antonieta Yudela. So, akong balikon ang iyahang gihatag nga suporta alang sa DepEd, dinha sa paghatag sa pinakamaayo nga serbisyo alang sa Zamboanga Sibugay. So, thank you, Honorable Antonieta Yudela. At this point, let us also listen to the message of support by our host, Mayor, Honorable Eric Palma.
May butag sa tanan, no? Labi na gyud sa atong pinakagwapa nga Governor Ann Quintanar Hofer. Sa DepEd, pas DepEd, nakita nyo naman ang support sa LGU Diplahan. But I promise you, nga dugangan pag mo sa mga taga-Diplahan, i-announce na ganiya nga i-rubberize ni ang atong gym dire. Courtesy of Governor Anofer. So hopefully, by the end of this year, gwapo na ang atong gym. And para sa taga-Diplahan, hangyo ko ninyo nga atong suportaran kuman ang eleksyon. Karon, atong suportaran ang mga programa sang atong gobernador ni Governor Anhofer. Kana lang, daghang salamat ug maayong buntag sa tanan.
Thank you, Mayor Eric, for that wonderful message of support. Ang na-mention ni Mayor, ang Diplahan National High School. Hopefully, Mayor, maapil ang tanang eskwelahan sa district sa Diplahan. Mayor Eric, among balikon kay Muraog, ibalin. Ang na-mention ni Mayor Eric, ang Diplahan National High School. But po namong ipaabot nga, ang tanang eskwelahan sa Diplahan, district sa Diplahan. Kalipay na mo mga school head sa Diplahan. Okay. Yehey, palakpakan nato ang atong Mayor Eric. So those are the messages of support coming from our stakeholders. Nagikan kaniadto hangtod karon, wala mubuhi sa Department of Education. Palakpakan nato silang tanan. Yehey! So karon, before we'll do the remarks from our ARD, let us distribute first, let us award the certificate of recognition, requesting our regional director and our assistant regional director to hand over these certificates. The citation, the certificate of recognition, Regional Office 9, Zamboanga Peninsula is awarded to Dr. Salvador D. Arquilita, Principal 3 of Diplahan National High School, Zamboanga Sibugay Division, for his outstanding support and technical assistance during the conduct of 2022 Brigada Eskwela Regional Kickoff with the theme Brigada Eskwela, tugon sa hamon ng ligtas na balik-aral on August 8, 2022 at Diplahan National High School, Diplahan, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Given this 8th day of August 2022 at Diplahan National High School, Diplahan, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Signed, our Regional Director, Dr. Ruth L. Fuentes, CESO 4. The same certificate is awarded to Dr. Grace Beta Leda, requesting the awardee to please receive. DepEd ba lahat? Okay. Dr. Dulce N.K. Hofer, Provincial Governor o Zamboanga Sibugay Province. Opo, Doc. Ako na? Of course, our Governor, Dr. Ann K. Hofer, the board member of the 1st District and the chairperson, Committee on Education, Province of Zamboanga, Sibugay. Let us have Honorable Yvonne V. Palma. The same certificate is awarded to our Regional PTA Federated President, Honorable Edgardo G. Hamero. To our Congressman of the 1st District, Honorable Wiltoria Palma. To be received by Ma'am Yvonne. Also to Honorable Ericia Palma, our Municipal Mayor and the host Mayor of this Brigada Eskwela Kickoff. May pagtapat na lang. Of course, to Honorable Antonieta R. Udela to be received by Pastor Roy Damaso. Also, certificate of recognition to our superintendents. Let's start with Dr. Felix Rome A. Triambulo, CESO 5. Dr. Julieto H. Fernandez. Sa isabay na natin lahat ng ating superintendents, no? Para isang pictura na lang sila. ARD. Dr. Maria Lisa R. Tabilon. Dr. Roy C. Tubalia. Dr. Maharani M. Jacinto. Dr. Virgilio P. Batan Jr., Dr. Jeneline A. Aliman, and Dr. Danny B. Cordova. We have 2 more certificates, and this time for our partners. To our partners, Coast Guard Ensign Angelo I. Teves, the Station Commander, Zamboanga, Sibugay. And the last one, Branch Business Head, City Savings Bank Incorporated, Mr. Henry B. Espanyol. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The day is not definitely over, but we must move from part 1 to the next part. Tunghayan natin sa bandang ito ang ating matikas at no-nonsense ARD na sobra nating hinahangaan sa kanyang angking talino, dedikasyon kasama na ang pagmamahal sa ating mga kabataan. Mga kaibigan, salubungin natin ng masigabong palakpak ang ating Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Pedro Melchor M. Natividad.
Maraming salamat, ma'am. Daghang salamat. Time check. Mas mayong buntag sa atong tanan. A much better morning to each and everyone. Indeed, this is a much better day because we are here in Diplahan. We are here in Zamboanga, Sibugay. Hindi lang wala lang tayo narinig na mga messages, pero mga substantial, inspirational, motivational, lahat-lahat na ma'am. Significant from the guest of honor, no less than your First Lady Governor, and Dr. Dulce, sweet na lang, no? Sweet Ann K. Hofer. Palakpakan natin! Okay. Hindi lang siya pang isang distrito, kundi buong Sibugay. At kami nagagalak na makita tayong nakatabi at saka yung word of assurance ng ating mayor, no? Para sa buong Sibugay. Palakpakan natin ang Zamboanga Sibugay. Congratulations also to, and thank you to Zamboanga Sibugay Superintendent, Ma'am Chenelyn, for the short notice. No? Andito tayo ngayon sa Sibugay at as usual, no? Breakfast pa lang, fruitful na. But anyway, of course, to our beloved director, Ma'am, for the very meaningful message. In fact, we are in the region, we are one with her in calling to all our stakeholders in realization of the fourth mission statement in protecting and promoting the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education, where family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibility for developing lifelong learners. Indeed, the Brigada Eskwela is the mission statement in action. That's why, on behalf of the DepEd Region 9, we are calling on everyone to help us continue, especially this year. This is unique. The former Brigada Eskwela that we had were busy painting, cleaning, beautifying, preparing the chairs and blackboards and so on. Last year, the same thing. We were preparing the rooms, but not for the children, but for the distribution of the modules. But this year, it is to ensure that the health, safety, and well-being of our learners, our teachers, and personnel are our utmost priority. So unique tayo ngayon, hindi lang yung pagpintal-pintal, hindi yung paglimpyo-limpyo, kundi yung ating school safety. Dapat po, inahahanda natin ito para mawala ang mga kabalaka sa atong mga ginikanan na naay kinahadlukan sa eskwelahan. No, hinaot unta na mabago atong paradigm sa pagbrigada eskwela sa karon. Last year indeed, that was meaningful. Sa brigada pagbasa, tama sa bahay ni ma'am, pwede ba brigada pagkwenta naman? Pero importante talaga marunong magbasa at marunong umitindi. Kasi it is not just reading, but reading to learn, which is counts most. And the reading is the beginning or the basic skills of all the other skills. So inautunta, we will also engage where we are preparing our schools, the safety of our schools. We are all together in developing the reading skills of our children, where that will lead them to learn many other skills for that matter. So once again, tara na! Tayo na ay magbrigada!
Yes, Sir P, tayo na, brigada na. So at this point, let me welcome our donors, the City Savings Bank, for the turnover of their donation. City Savings Bank, the Lions Quest, Lions Club International, through the Philippine Coast Guard of Zamboanga, Sibugay, and the Rex Publishing House. So dito na po, i-picture natin, Sir Buddy. So this is paints from City Savings Bank.
Ha? Ano dito sa sir?
Oh, pintal, wire. Unsa pa ni sir? Brush. So ang among buhaton karon, mag-picture lang me with the donor and our DepEd officials. So with our principal, Sir Buddy, and the donor. Ang ilang signing of the deed of donation would come later na daw. Yung sa Lions Crest, pwede ba isabay na lang natin? Meron din ba tayo from the Coast Guard? Yes, opo. Scattered na lang natin. Spread out. Sige. Requesting Diplahan National High School teachers to please help. Okay, so picture opportunity with our DepEd officials, our 8 superintendents, our guests, our governor. So okay, you can have your ano na lang for this one para mapicturean. Okay, so the Regional Brigada Eskwela 2022 kickoff becomes an amazing outpouring of support, recognizing the roles of all stakeholders, and continues to be an avenue of sharing and caring for Zamboanga Peninsula learners. Our convergence today is truly inspiring. Let us not allow procrastination limit what we can do. The best collaborations create something better than the sum of what each person can create on their own. Again, on the words of Sotoyuki when he said, "Alone we are droplets, together we are an ocean." Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let us be an ocean. This is your host, Eskwela of the CID-SDO of Zamboanga, Sibugay. Great day ahead. Good morning, everyone.
Announcement. With our visitors and other DepEd personnel, naatay gipang-assign nga mga teachers mo guide sa inyong area karon. Kung asa mo ma-assign. And of course, ang atoang mga secondary school heads can also participate, observe the conduct of the Brigada Eskwela. Kitang tanan, naatay mga partakes, naatay mga kanang assignment, mga parents and ginikanan nga nakaron by year level na ang atoang mga teacher in charge. I'm teacher in charge, dali na mo. Na sila? Teachers, si Rolly Olvido sa atoang TLE will be assigned with our director, of course, para sa conduct of Brigada Eskwela painting sa atoang building and chairs.